Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2022-2023, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 76 years of independence, India's G20 presidency, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030, as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations. So there is an important announcement. There are a series of international seminars being organized in this month. From tomorrow onwards, the dates have been updated on the website. You can visit website and accordingly plan your presentations. The registration links will be updated on the website soon and also will be shared in the chat box on the international seminar proceedings while seminar is happening in the chat box. So as the joining link remains the same and the timings remains the same, so instead of webinar series, on those days, we'll be having an international seminar. So those who are interested to make presentations, you are requested to complete the formalities and share your details so that we can approve your presentations in the upcoming seminars. We'll also be circulating the details in various WhatsApp, Facebook, and other social media platforms for your convenience. We always request you to check the website and follow the instructions on the website for receiving updates on a regular basis. For presentations, we request everyone to follow the presentation guidelines. It is mandatory for the certificate. For presentations, for registration, for presentation or participation, there is no verification that is done, as it is automatically taken care of the system. Attendance and also feedback is also taken care by the system. So there is no manual verification at any point of time. Only so you can get all the benefits of registration, presentation, participation, attendance, as well as to provide your valuable feedback. for all the events, irrespective of whether you complete the formalities or not. But for the certificates, there is an eligibility criteria and the formalities that needs to be completed by everyone, without which no certificate shall be issued. So if you are looking for an opportunity to present and participate, you can always join with or without registration, or with or without completing registration formalities. But we always request you to register and complete the formalities so that you are officially part of the events that are happening as part of this entire series. So it is optional, but for those who want certificates, it is mandatory. It is not optional to complete all the formalities. You must complete all the formalities for the certificates. So this is same for all the events that have been organized, that are being organized and are going to be organized in future. So we request everyone to visit the website from time to time and complete the formalities. We have given a wonderful opportunity for everyone, in spite of not completing the formalities in time. Being liberal and considerate on humanitarian grounds, we have been always considerate that we have been providing you opportunities to complete. But it is your responsibility to complete the formalities in time so that you'll be receiving certificates in time. If there is any delay due to any reason, the certificates will also get delayed because we have limited time and resources. And as per our available time and resources, we'll be working on such delayed completion of formalities from your end. So we thank you once again for your support and continuous participations and presentations. So with this request, we'll move forward with our today's commemorations. Today, we are also commemorating Family Week in Philippines, which takes place in the last week of September this year, which is held from September 20 to 27. This week long is recognized by the government and temples of the country and involves making a concerted effort to spend time with your family and build on your bonds. The previous year's celebrations encouraged families to spend time together as a family, as well as acknowledge that family in the Philippines is deeply rooted in the Christian church that has settled in the country. So in 1992, the president of Philippines agreed into law that the last week of September would be recognized as Family Week. So President Fidel V. Ramos stated that he wanted the week to recognize the importance of family and the strength and protection being in one of the provides. He envisioned various authorities in the country encouraging citizens to use this week as a time to foster stronger familial relationships and reconnect with their loved ones. Since this inception, the week has grown in both popularity and spectacle. Many of the year's celebrations involved occasions like demonstrations, church events, parades, and local communities holding family history fairs. Generally, family week features a theme or a focus for week, which helps the church and also the government address any recent concerns or counter current problems that are being experienced by citizens. Overall, there is a well-loved event during the year and well-used tool for the authorities to regularly check in on their citizens and encourage them to continue to strengthen and deepen their ties to the family and country. Today is also commemorated as International Week at Work, this entire week from September 20 to 25th. This event raises awareness of several actions to help improve employee happiness at work. These actions help employees feel happier at their place of work and as a result have positive effects on their health, well-being, and productivity. No doubt that happiness is the key to success in life. Emotions are part of the human mind and what we experience daily, and they influence our behaviors as much as they affect other people. Research has shown that positive emotions promote creativity, well-being, bonding, and physical health. Employee satisfaction is an essential factor in a company's performance and productivity. Happy employees make for productive workplaces. A satisfied employee will think positively about the business, work harder, and contribute to the firm's overall goals. Back in the 1960s, when a select group of economists and psychologists began advocating for a more holistic approach to productivity in the workplace, these researchers believed that traditional models of work were failing to capture how human beings operate and actively stifle them. In 1969, author Jan Moe published The Primal Scream, an influential book about mental health that included an appendix about the primal therapy groups for business. It was one of the earliest known applications of psychology in a professional setting. Abraham Maslow published Motivation and Personality in 1977, which explored the concept of self-actualization in workers and how it could be attained through fulfilling needs at various stages of his hierarchy of needs concept. Maggie Wolfs and Fenede van der Meulen, two Dutch women, started the International Week of Happiness at Work in 2017. They are founders of Happy Office, which introduces a program that allows you to incorporate happiness into the workplace to have happier employees. Researchers find that the traditional models of work fail to capture human expression. In 1960s, Abraham Maslow publishes Motivation and Personality, Exploring Self-Actualization in Workers in 1954. Arthur Jano publishes The Primal Scream on Book of Primal Therapy Groups for Business, The Application of Psychology in Workplace in 1970. The introduction of a happiness holiday, Margie Wolf and Fenede van der Meulen started the International Week of Happiness at Work in 2017. So how do you define happiness at work? It has to do with how well an employee likes the job and how proud they are of their work. When people are positive, they keep trying new things, feel brave about the brainstorming, new ideas, and stay excited about going to work. This is tied to job satisfaction and organizational commitment. Of the two, job satisfaction is more important in predicting how committed employees are to their organizations. If there isn't an office bowling league already, you could also check out local restaurants, or live music venues for the opportunities to do something fun together, or even an office-wide dance party. When we are hungry, our moods are not the best. Instead of having an empty stomach day at work, why not bring in some healthy snacks to share? It will help feel energized and upbeat throughout the day, and it will be a pleasant surprise for your coworkers too. Get competitive by organizing a games event, set up a table with board games and card games so that people can play casually throughout the day. The average person will work 1 lakh hours over their lifetime. Half the time they are away. And we spend huge amount of time working. A Gallup poll found that only 13% of the workers in the US are happy in their jobs. Americans are not fond of their jobs as per the research. About 40% of the employees said they would take a pay cut if they could bring their dog to work. People want to spend time with pets. The majority of employees will notice the cleanliness and organization of their workspace. Office cleanliness is important to the workers. Americans are bad at taking breaks. They skip vacation time or take less time off when they are entitled to, so they avoid being slackers. It is meant to serve as a reminder to live happier lives and to be more positive. Happiness at work helps us to do better work and feel good about our jobs, and that's why we should all be trying to create happier workplaces. It is an opportunity to think about how we respond to the challenges that lie ahead. It causes us to find ways to positively shape our working environment so that we can thrive and grow. It is also important because it gives people and organizations a chance to share their own stories and experiences of creating a happy workplace. We all must support each other in our joint mission to help more people find happiness at work. Today is also commemorated as German's World Children's Day. German's World Children's Day is an official Children's Day of Germany, one of 2 Children's Day recognized in Germany every year. While all Germans agree that celebrating their youngest citizens is a grand idea, they don't all agree when to do it. While 2 Children's Days are recognized in Germany, both days are celebrated, but not by everyone. And the official day, German World Children's Day, is not celebrated unilaterally by German families. So when to celebrate its Children's Day or children is a source of contention deeply rooted in Germany's history. To understand this divide requires a shallow dive into the Germans' not too distant past. It's a dive worth making because it ultimately reminds us how important it is to overlook our political biases and come together for the sake of the planet's most precious resource, our children. The story of Germany's 2 Children's Days begins in 1954 after the World War II, when 2 independent and separate German states existed, East Germany and West Germany. The United Nations General Assembly resolved that year for all the countries to celebrate a Universal Children's Day, promoting international togetherness and improving the welfare of the children worldwide. Although the UN resolution designated November 20 as a Universal Children's Day, at the same time, they also suggested that each individual country should select a meaningful date appropriate for their own people to celebrate as Universal Children's Day. Consequently, some countries choose to celebrate their children on November 20, but many countries elected to celebrate Universal Children's Day on other dates throughout the year. So West Germany chose to organize a Universal Children's Day as Weltkindertag or World's Children's Day on September 20, 1954, in response to the UN Universal Children's Day resolution. At the same time, East Germany chose not to recognize the Universal Children's Day at all, but instead continued to celebrate International Kindertag or International Children's Day on June 1st, a holiday East Germans had been celebrating since 1926, long before the World War II. If you are familiar with the post-war German history, you probably see where these choices led when unification takes place in 1990. To confuse matters more, the UN changed the name of the November 20 Universal Children's Day to World's Children's Day, sometime along with the timeline. Although we are not exactly sure when, so German's Children's Day is also known as Universal Children's Day by former West German families. Confused? So are we. But here's the good news. Although Germans today officially recognizes only one official Children's Day, two Children's Days still exist and both are celebrated. So children win. So the World Conference on Child Welfare convenes in Geneva, Switzerland, and proclaims June 1st as the International Children's Day in 1925. East Germany chooses to celebrate International Children's Day on June 1st in 1926. United Nations Universal Children's Day resolution passed. West Germany chooses to participate in Universal Children's Day, but chooses September 20 as its day to celebrate as German World's Children's Day. East Germany continues to celebrate International Day, Children's Day on June 1st since 1954. September 20 becomes the official day to celebrate Germany's children when East and West Germany are reunited in 1990. 90 countries celebrate children. Today, Germany and 89 other countries celebrate World Children's Day or Universal Children's Day as on as many as 50 other different dates throughout the year. Today, no fewer than 90 countries around the world celebrate at least one Children's Day each year, and on at least 50 different calendar dates. World Children's Day is a global holiday commemoration occurring on different dates around the world, celebrating the next generation, their purity, and their potential. Spätzle is a German equivalent of American macaroni and cheese, always a childhood favorite. Authentic German Black Forest cake actually did originate in Germany's Black Forest region and is rich with chocolate and cherries. Apfelstrudel is simply German version of America's popular bakery treat, apple strudel. These pan-fed shredded potato pancakes are made similar to potato lat cakes and a favorite German children. Sauerbraten is Germany's favorite pot toast, traditionally marinated in red wine, vinegar, and spices for 2 days before roasting. German World's Children's Day reminds the world's adults how important it is to set aside political and cultural differences, to support and invest in one common denominator that unites our planet with hope for a better future children. Although the first German World Children's Day was more about protecting the rights of children around the world than playing games and giving presents, today reminds that the children learn best when the learning is fun. German World's Children's Day reminds us that the children and families around the world are not all that different from each other. Today is also commemorated as International NFT Day. NFTs are future of our digital ownership and has officially been recognized as the International NFT Day on September 20. On this date, in 2017, the term NFT, non-fungible token, was officially coined by Dapper Labs Chief Technology Officer Dee Shirley in the form of ERC 27 standard. ERC 721 standard. Since then, NFTs have become not only an industry of their own, but a cultural phenomenon where communities are built and people come together, featuring incredible sports moments, breathtaking art, passionate communities, and innovative ideas. Digital expression has taken a new meaning with NFTs and continues to have a huge cultural as well as industrial impact. International NFT Day is all about celebrating the creators and collectors in the NFT community. It is also a day for people to learn about NFTs and get started with their own collection. For starters, NFTs are unique cryptographic tokens or digital collectibles on the blockchain. Creating an NFT is referred to as minting, and the ability to possess NFTs is secure, verifiable, and in total control of the owner. Any digital asset can become an NFT. Images, art, music, videos, and the list is endless. In a short period of time, non-fungible tokens or NFTs have made their mark in the digital world as tradable tokens, as well as a form of artistic expression. Added to this fact that NFTs cannot be replicated or have their ownership manipulated, and the result is a thriving community that's a heaven for passionate creators and collectors. What began as an exploration of how blockchain can be used has now taken a life of its own. On September 20, 2017, blockchain technology company Dapper Labs Chief Technology Officer Dee Shirley published a paper called ERC 721 Standard. ERC 721 would become the template for non-fungible tokens and was the first time the term NFT was used. In this proposal, the term non-fungible token was first introduced and has become the abbreviation used since the entity's introduction. International NFT Day marks not only the annual anniversary of its revolutionary publication, but also the actual birthday of NFTs. NFTs have only grown since then, with early staples like CryptoPunks becoming status symbols, Bored Apes reaching mainstream recognition through influencers and celebrities, and huge platforms like NBA Top Shot showing the power of authentic licensed collectibles from major intellectual property. It has been estimated that the NFT industry is en route to becoming an $80 billion industry by 2025. An outlook that solidifies the notion that NFTs are definitely here to stay. NFTs are more than just an industry, though their popularity goes beyond the dollar signs, becoming collectibles that people cherish and identify with. They have become a way for collectors to identify people with similar interests, sprouting communities of people that embrace this technology and where it's headed. NFT Day is a day to rejoice as an entire community and a significant chance to reflect on the history of how we got there. What makes NFTs unique is the ability to prove ownership, meaning that an NFT can't be replicated, changed, or moved without the owner's permission. This provides a new level of security and utility to digital assets. Projects have taken this concept in many directions, authenticating ownership of an NFT to give access to exclusive events, rewards, airdrops, and a range of other forms of utility. All this is made possible through the public and decentralized ledger known as blockchain. So, how do you start your NFT collection? All it takes to start collecting your own NFTs is opening a wallet that's compatible with the NFT you are interested in. Then add the currency you need to purchase the NFT and you have your eyes on, and choose a marketplace or drop page to purchase from. Some NFT projects have their own primary marketplace, while others collective marketplace such as OpenSea and Rarible, among others, feature NFT collections from multiple blockchains and creators. So the NFT market is expected to reach $80 billion in value by 2025. Dave Shirley founded NFT giant CryptoKitties with Dapper Labs, which famously crashed the Ethereum blockchain for driving a previously unseen amount of transactions. It is estimated that 9.3 million people own at least one NFT as of 2022. Despite big bucket sales making headlines, over 50% of all NFT sales are below $200. One of the true values of collecting an NFT is finding a community that has the same interest as you. Even better, NFT projects often give away free tickets to events, rewards, and other fun things to do together with the friends you make along the way. This is one of the reasons NFT communities are so passionate. They are intangible value in the connections being made. Blockchain is the biggest thing to happen to the internet since the iPhone. It will reshape how we use and interact with digital worlds. But for this technology to realize its real world potential, it needs you, to be used by people, real people in this world, not just industry users and early adapters. Today is also commemorated as National Care for Kids Day in US. Is a great occasion to build a better environment for our children. This day aims to encourage our communities to understand how different aspects of life can affect their adulthood and entire future. For instance, a child grows up in a violent atmosphere. Constantly seeing the parents fighting is more likely to be aggressive as an adult, while others in such an environment often face problems with depression. That is why the importance of caring for a child's mind, body, and soul is highlighted in this day. So National Care for Kids Day was founded in 2021 by the Genetics Cares Foundation to give a voice to the children and the numerous problems they suffer. While the foundation is a technology-based and recognized for the development of fluid applications, the proclamation of the day was of the day by the film was an effort to leave positive impact on the lives of future generations. The day is essential since we must not, we must make numerous efforts to provide appropriate care to the kids of our community. First and foremost, a child's mental health is crucial. That means the environment should be the safest possible, where the individuals around them care about their opinions. Other factors that affect the development of children include health, education, and access to basic facilities such as clean water and sanitation. In addition, the justice system should also work towards protecting children from verbal and physical abuse. Furthermore, we should also ensure children grow up to be motivated individuals by exposing them to books, arts, and sports at an young age. All these aspects are crucial for the care of kids since they are leading causes of their health and personal development. Believe it or not, these efforts can help build a society and are some of the most important factors that differentiate a developing nation from a developed country. Childcare includes professional supervision of children. It is essential since children reciprocate the respect and love they receive. There is also other word for childcare. It is daycare or kindergarten. Bullying can leave an impact that can go on till middle age, and the effects of bullying are long-term. Playing is an essential form of teaching children important skills, learning life skills. Research reveals that infants that watch TV have poor language development. Information is stored in the memory from age 7 that contributes to the memory development. A child of this age weighing 44 pounds requires 860 calories a day by 5-year-old. So it improves the life of children as it carries aids in improving the lives of millions of children. There are several aspects of childcare that many parents don't know. Conversing on the topic helps. And National Care for Kids Day is also important since it shows why education and access to quality health care are a necessity for children. The choices you make in their infant years can make or break their future. Due to information that goes out to the masses on this day, charities that work on improving the lives of children experience a sudden boost in the funds received. The money is used on healthcare, daycare, education, etc. Today is also commemorated as National Crime and Intelligence Analyst Appreciation Day. In US, National Crime and Intelligence Analyst Appreciation Day on September 20 is a day that honors the work of crime and intelligence analysts in the US, and it could not come at a better time. Here's why, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are currently over 3 million federal, state, and local law enforcement officers working across the country. With so many people dedicated to protecting the country, it can be easy for analysts to feel overlooked. However, without the hard work of these analysts, police officers wouldn't be able to do their jobs as effectively, and this is especially true today. Current crime analysts collect and analyze data from various sources and locations. It could include anything from police records to government statistics or even social media networks. Whatever it takes to gain insight in criminal activity, so those police departments can better understand what's going on in their communities. The information they uncover is used to help inform police officers about how they can most effectively fight crime, as well as inform citizens on how they can protect themselves against it. Identifying trends in criminal behavior helps law enforcement predict when and where crimes might occur, which allows them to allocate resources where they are needed. National Crime and Intelligence Analyst Appreciation Day was first recognized in 2021 by the Florida Crime and Intelligence Analyst Association, in short known as FCIAA. It was formed in 1995 as a non-profit organization to foster the professional development of an intelligence analysts and investigators with over 200 members across the state. It has become a pillar in intelligence analysis, providing education, training opportunities, and networking events for the analyst at every level. The FCIA began designing certification courses for the law enforcement analysts in late 2019. These courses were designed to provide their members with necessary training that will enhance their analytical skills and make them more competitive in their respective careers. The goal was to create an organization that would bring together police intelligence analysts, crime analysts, and other criminal justice professionals to network and share resources, as well provide continuing education. In 1900s, the first crime analysts were employed. They are placed under the supervision of August Bolimer, who was the first police chief of Berkeley, California. The association is formed to foster the professional development of intelligence, analysts, and investigations, that is FCIAA, in 1995. Professional certification courses were introduced in 2019. These courses provided training to enhance analytical skills. National Crime and Intelligence Analyst Appreciation Day becomes national commemoration in 2020. Most intelligence analysts feel that the stress levels in their jobs are low, which likely contributes to overall satisfaction. There are currently 110,900 US citizens working as intelligence analysts in US. According to FBI, crime rates have fallen out by about 50% between 1993 and 2015. US property crime peak level declined from 2 decades ago, dropping from 54% from 1993 to 2018. Some states in the US enjoy a very low rate of both violent and property crime, and crime rates vary widely by geography. About 30% of the burglaries happen between 10 and 3 in the afternoon with someone at home. So many home burglaries happen during daytime. In many US states, crime that is committed through unreported to police, while today is also commemorated as National Fried Rice Day in US. This observance encourages everyone to indulge in their preferred version of fried rice, prepared with long-grained rice, onions, carrots, peas, and so on. This tasty meal is quintessential guilty pleasure, whether your preferred version contains even vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Today is a perfect day to enjoy it. Fried rice takes center stage today as the flavor captures our hearts and keeps us wanting more. Fried rice first appeared in China's Sui dynasty, and consequently, all versions of delicacy have their origins in Chinese fried rice. Fried rice is the national dish of Malaysia and Indonesia and features prominently in South, Southeast, and East Asian cuisines. It is also a typical homemade dish with several variations since it can be prepared using ingredients from other dishes. The first Japanese restaurants, Benihana, started Fried Rice Day in 2018 to celebrate the much loved meal. For many, fried rice isn't just a side dish to indulge in. It is fulfilling meal bursting with flavors. Restaurants in Western world have since invented their own versions of fried rice. Vegetarian menus include specialties of varied fried rice. Many American restaurants serving cuisines without the native tradition of a dish also include fried rice within their menus. Several Latin American varieties of fried rice exist, including Puerto Rico's arroz mamposto, Peru's arroz chaufa, Cuba's arroz frito, and Ecuador's cholafam. Today, to celebrate this delicious meal and explore what it means to the generations of food lovers all around the world. If fried rice goes bad, or if you consume large amounts, it can cause vomiting and diarrhea for hours after consumption. If fried rice goes bad, fried rice typically packs a lot of carbs and fat, but there are healthy versions that expect weight loss, so go crazy with your veggies. Fried rice may have been invented as a means of preserving leftover rice according to Chinese custom of not wasting, so no leftovers. Since the restaurant was first established, Benihana has dished out approximately 2 crores 70 lakhs, 27 lakhs 20,350 pounds of rice every year. The name Benihana is Japanese for red safflower and happens to be the name of coffee shop owned by Hiroki Aoki's Benihana founded parents in Tokyo. Benihana's owner, Hiroki Aoki, was a wrestler on Japan's wrestling team at the 1960 Olympic Games. The calories in a single serving of a fried rice match that of half spoon of a cup ice cream. Fried rice is very accommodating to vegetables and is demonstrated by the inclusion of this variation on many vegetarian menus. It is also a good source of protein. Fried rice blends effortlessly with many flavors. Whether you are going for sour, spicy, or sweet, fried rice works just fine, and it's versatile. Is there better any satisfying food, that inner craving for good food? Well, today is also commemorated as National Punch Day. In US, punch is a sort of old school, meaning it's not really soda, not really juice, and not completely a cocktail. It's punch. Celebrate different color concoctions. We have the sailors of British East India Company to thank for popularizing the spread of punch, which originated somewhere in India. Thanks to the rise in the sea travel during 1600s, the popularity of this delicious drink began to spread. Today, punch seems to be more a celebratory drink served at special occasions. Whether stored, brought, or homemade, one thing is for sure. Punch is outrageously good, especially on National Punch Day. Internet is filled with tons of delicious punch recipes. But why not create a drink mix that is uniquely your own? Get creative by exploring with a few different ingredients. Taste testers won't be hard to find. Punch is almost always delicious, but there's no denying that the fun drink is even more tantalizing when it is displayed in a pretty bowl. Investing in a punch bowl is a great way to ensure that you will be able to display beautiful drinks for family and friends. Ornate or simple, work the punch bowl. Punch is kid friendly, but it is also an awesome drink to serve at cocktail party. Keep it classy or get a little wacky as long as there's some sugar and water involved. We are confident that your punch recipe will be a crowd pleaser. Today is also commemorated as National Queso Day in US. Almost any cheese lover will tell you that the world got a little better the day that chili corn queso dip got invented. Chili con queso, or queso for short, is a delicious cheese dip that finds a home in great deal of Tex-Mex cooking. Two of the most beloved menu items at Tex-Mex restaurant are fajitas and queso dip. Combine the two by finding a recipe. And the internet is filled with some amazing veg and cashew-based queso recipes that taste just as good as melted cheese. Believe it or not, many people insist that one of the best bowls of queso dip is served at the Buffalo Wild Wings. Queso is delicious, salsa and guacamole are great, but sometimes we just want a warm bowl of cheese to dip our tortilla chips in, just dreaming about all of that hot melted cheese. Today is also commemorated as National School Backpack Awareness Day in US. Tries to make sure students wear backpacks safely. Improper use can lead to back pain or injury, which can impact learning. On this day, teachers, students, and parents come together to make sure families are aware of the risks and that backpack. Slinging your backpack on one shoulder can lead to bad posture and injury or pain. Backpacks should be worn high on the back. They should sit an inch or two above your hips. For horizontal steps, The horizontal straps help distribute the weight and keep you load stable as you move. Backpacks worn incorrectly can lead to pain or injury. That's why it is so important to check the weight and use them properly. National Backpack Awareness Day brings everyone together to learn about backpacks safely. It's an opportunity to reach out to parents, caregivers, and students. Not only is it chance, not only it is a chance to highlight backpack safety, it is also a chance for the community to learn about the challenges their students are facing as they carry heavier packs loaded with books and other stuff. Today, it's also commemorated as National String Cheese Day in US. It is an opportunity to celebrate National String Cheese. String cheese refers to variations of cheese where the proteins are aligned to make cheese setting. When you heat up to 140 Fahrenheit and stretch the milk proteins in the mozzarella, so with this, we conclude by saying that string cheese provides over 20% of the recommended daily calcium intake your body needs. Regular mozzarella string cheese is a chock full of proteins and packs just 80 calories. String cheese can remain fresh for months if refrigerated. Several flavors have been discontinued, including smoky bacon and cheddar. Thank you everyone for joining us. The feedback form has been raised in the form of polls. We request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form. See you all tomorrow at the same time. Take care. Good night.